Good afternoon. I'm Kathleen. I'm retired, trying to live as frugally as I can so I can enjoy my retirement. Luckily, I got my Social Security deposit today. I was a little worried, more than a little worried about that. And I got my federal income tax return yesterday. Which I was really surprised that it came that quick. So this morning I did my first premiere on my last video. I'm not sure I'm going to do that again. I don't like watching myself. It's bad enough that I have to look at myself when I edit the videos, so I don't know if I'm going to do one of those again. But thank you all, the ones that came. Thanks for watching. It would have been really weird if nobody showed up. So I went, I called the appliance repairman that I used to use when I had an old Sears Kenmore washer. He helped repair that and keep it going for a lot of years after most people would have just gotten rid of it. But now my dryer's on the fritz. I think it's the belt, so he is coming tomorrow in the afternoon. So I'm gonna have to, I had to put off doing the volunteer work that I normally do on Thursdays, so I called them and let them know too. And I also bought a birdie's bed and a couple of seed trays. Mine are crumbling, they're so old. So I got a couple more. They're supposed to be heavy duty and last a long time. So when the birdie bed comes, I will put it together for y'all. Just wanted to go over my shopping, my Aldi shopping real quick. I bought a pack of German coffee. It was $6.39. I usually buy the beans because I have a grinder, but this is just the, it's the ground coffee. I'm really curious how good it is, so I might just seal back the bag I opened today and start using this one. I bought a bag of tortilla chips, $1.89 just for the heck of it. I have some salsa I need to eat up, so that was my excuse. I bought some quart-size Ziploc bags. They were $2.15. I don't think I've ever bought Aldi brand. Usually just grab them in Walmart. Feta crumbles were $1.85. It's a small container. It's only 4 ounces or 113 grams, but I didn't think it was horribly bad. I'm pretty sure the one that I buy in Kroger and Walmart are a lot more expensive. But this is for a dish that I'm gonna make with some quinoa I have up in the cabinet and some tomatoes. Got some ambrosia apples. I don't think I've ever had these apples. They were on sale, or were they? I think the pink lady was on sale and they were more expensive, so I got these. This is ambrosia, $2.49 for a 3-pound bag. Mushrooms, $1.69, and they actually look, they look fairly decent. A lot of times when you buy mushrooms here, in this area, they're half rotten. Avocado for that same dish I just mentioned, 89 cents. And I should have bought a couple more at Aldi's, but I wanted to see if Walmart's were cheaper, and they weren't. They were more expensive. So yeah. A bag of pistachios, $4.19. It's a 1 pound bag, 16 ounces, or 454 grams. Pecan shortbread cookies for $2.29. I thought that was a good price. I also thought about making more shortbread cookies because I ate them all up already, the ones I made. And I also ate the Girl Scout cookies, the Thin Mints that I bought that I said would last forever. They didn't. Celery. I didn't have this on my list. Well, I didn't have a lot of things on my list, but it looked really good. Usually the celery that looks this good in other supermarkets around here is outrageously expensive, so I don't ever buy it. This was $1.69. It doesn't say how big it is, but you can see it's a big, giant pack of them. I'm going to use that for probably to eat with peanut butter as a snack, and also I'm going to make me a salad here shortly because I have lettuce I need to use up. Cocktail peanuts. The snack on. $2.19. It's a 1 pound canister, 16 ounces, or 454 grams. All-purpose flour. Bag of Aldi flour. $2.35. I got that because I was running low on flour, and I'm going to make some dog biscuits for the Humane Society here in the next day or two. Sauerkraut. It's $1.49, and it's 24 ounces, a pound and 8 ounces, or 680 grams. So good size jar. Navel oranges, they were on sale. $2.89. Baby back ribs, giant. That's for the meal I'm about to make here in a minute. $10.36, and that is, it was 3.15 pounds. So pretty good size rack of ribs. Ground chicken. It was $3.39, and it's 1 pound. And 18 roll of tissue. I don't think I've ever bought the Aldi brand of toilet paper. It's $8.75. The total was $57.59. Okay. And of course this is more. They use too many abbreviations, Walmart. So a gallon of distilled water for my CPAP machine was $1.37. So was the spring water. I decided to get a couple gallons of water over time in case the water line goes out, because there's been quite a few boil water advisories in town, not in my area yet, but around town, so just in case. half a gallon of milk for $3.38. Minced garlic, which I've been out of for quite a while, $3.14. This is 8 ounce or 226.8 grams, just a little. This is Equate brand moisturizing cream. It has the same ingredients as CeraVe, which I use because my skin is super dry. It was $9.97. A Heath bar, I couldn't find a single, so I got the double. It was $1.97. I was just craving chocolate. I got 2 avocados at Walmart. It was $1.92 for both. They were 96 cents, is that right? 96 cents each. So they were more expensive than Aldi's. And now before I can, there was only one that was ripe that I saw in either store, and it was mushy. So I'm gonna have to wait a couple days to make that dish until at least one of these ripen. One jalapeno for that dish. Same dish with the avocados and the feta cheese. A bag of frozen corn for the same dish. Giant block of Monterey Jack cheese, because they actually had some. Half the time you can't find it in the stores. All they have is the one with the peppers in it. Jack, what do they call it? Pepper jack, and I don't like that. It's one of my favorite cheeses. Bacon, $4.24. It's the Great Value thin slice, and that is it. That was $32.66. So between the 3 shopping hauls that I've done so far this month, I've spent $154.95, and my limit is $200. So far, and that includes the 12 cents I went over last month. I included that. So I don't think I'm gonna have to go shopping again for food this month. I probably have more than enough to get by. So I'm gonna get ready. I think I'm gonna make me some coffee with that new coffee, and then set up put this away and set up and make that meal from my childhood I was going to make. So this recipe is really easy. It has 3 ingredients. Rice, it's cooking right now on the stove. So the second ingredient, it's really the first one, I guess, because they're separate things. The rice isn't included in the actual pot. Not this one. Sauerkraut. And the other ingredient is pork ribs. I still have these left. I think I'm going to freeze these and make some barbecued ribs with these. I have no idea how long to cook this. I haven't made this in years. So I'll just wait until it looks like the pork is cooked. The ribs and sauerkraut are cooking. I made a little salad for lunch. I'm also going to eat some of the sauerkraut and rice stuff when it's done. This just has lettuce that's getting wilty. Onions, green onions from the other day, a little cheese, mushrooms, carrots, celery, and then a little bit of blue cheese dressing there, right there. I don't like a lot of salad dressing, so. And I made a cup of the German coffee that I just bought, and it's a little bit bitter. I think I'll stick with my Dunkin' Donuts and my Jacob's coffee. Yeah. So I did a Google search about sauerkraut and pork ribs, and apparently it is a thing in Germany, although I lived there for 4.5 years and I never ate it. So maybe it's not a thing you can order in a restaurant. Maybe it's like a home cook kind of thing. I don't know. But their recipes that I saw were very different. There's no spices in my mom's. It's just sauerkraut, pork eaten over rice. And the dishes that I saw online were usually eaten with mashed potatoes on the side. So I don't know where my mom got this. I don't know if she just thought it sounded good one day and made it, but we ate it all through my childhood. So the recipes online have various things. Some have paprika, some have brown sugar and onions and apples, some of them. So yeah, mine is just sauerkraut and pork. So it's been cooking for a while now on low. So I'm gonna get some out now. So this is what it looks like. It doesn't look super appetizing, but I really like it. It's just sauerkraut, the pork ribs over rice, and the meat is just gonna fall off the bone because it's been simmering for at least an hour. Okay, I'm gonna try it, even though I know how it's gonna taste. It's just I tried to get a little bit of everything on the fork. It's so good. It's a comfort food. I'm getting ready to have some tea and a few cookies and a little piece of my Heath bar. I'm having Lipton tea today because I have this little canister full of tea bags. It's all Lipton, just plain black tea, and I don't know when I bought it. I'm thinking within the last 1.5 years or so, but I'm not positive. So before I buy any other tea, I'm gonna drink this up and what's left in the. I still have a little bit of this vanilla honey pear that my friend gave me, and then I have this box I have 6 left, I think. Yeah. Pure white tea. Green tea with lemon. That does not sound good. Chamomile. Wild berries. I can tolerate this. Rubios. I think that's how you pronounce it. And just plain green tea. I'm not much of a green tea drinker. I was when I was younger, but now I usually only like it when I'm eating sushi. I hope you enjoyed this video. I like watching people's grocery hauls. I don't know why. And I know some people do, some people don't. I just think it's interesting. I still can't believe that eggs are $8 for 18 eggs, and they're over they're between $5 and $6 for just a dozen. I did ask the city hall yesterday in a message on Facebook if they allowed chickens in the city limits. A few years ago, there was an article in the paper and they were deciding that, and they said we couldn't have them. I guess the city council decided against it, but I don't know if things have changed. A chicken coop costs a lot of money though. I've looked at them over the years. But I might see what is out there now. It will probably be more expensive than it was a couple years ago. So do you have a chicken coop? Do you live in a town or a city, or do you live out in the country and have chickens? I've only had them one time in my life. When we lived down south, we lived on top of a mountaintop, a strip mine mountain, and we had chickens for a little bit until something came inside the enclosure and killed them all. I don't remember the type of chickens, but we picked them based on the color of the egg they laid. So we got ones that laid green and blue eggs. So I think I would do that again if I ever got them. I would have to save up over several months though in order to buy a coop and the chickens. So yeah. So y'all have a good night, and take care. Stay warm if you're in the storms that are happening right now. Bye.